Fala pessoal, aqui é o Zuka e hoje eu estou com uma convidada muito especial do Vietnã, a Tiffany, e ela vai explicar para a gente como que é a vida no Vietnã, a visão dela sobre as mudanças que estão acontecendo nos últimos anos, e eu vou trazer muitas perguntas para a gente conversar sobre o Vietnã. Então, se você tem interesse em saber sobre esse país, fica aqui comigo. All right, let's get started. Okay. First of all, thanks for being here. I think it's an amazing opportunity to have a chance to talk with someone from here because I feel like most of the time we as foreigners, we always check information on the internet and most of the information available is from expats or foreigners who are traveling or living here. So having someone from Vietnam, it's amazing. And I would like to ask you to introduce yourself first. Tell us a bit about you, who you are, and your history.
Sure. It's my honor to be featuring on your channel. I'm Tiffany. I'm from Vietnam, 33 years old. I work for tech company and also I own co-working Da Nang. A very welcoming nomad hub for everybody in Da Nang.
And you were born and raised in Da Nang?
Very much born and raised in this city.
So you're a real local here. That's very good.
I would say so.
And you told me you started your international life 10 years ago, traveling?
Yeah, 2014, I started to travel. I went to Australia for about 6 years, both for studying, traveling, working. And after that, COVID hit. And I got back to Da Nang for a little bit. But the COVID restriction was very, very tough here. So I think, I just travel. And during that time, most of the time I was in Thailand, in a little island of Koh Phangan. And when the restriction is lifted, then I started to travel full time until now.
Did you have the chance to visit Chiang Mai?
No, unfortunately.
Because I heard that Chiang Mai is a very similar vibe to Da Nang.
Yeah.
And a lot of people come here. Usually they go to Chiang Mai to escape the rainy season. That is kind of a bit of competition, which city is the best for digital nomads. So I think it's very interesting to check it out.
For sure. I have planned to go visit Chiang Mai soon. For me, I'm from here. Da Nang is a beach city, and Chiang Mai is more of a mountain.
Yes.
It had no beach. Most of the places I travel, I look for location that next to the beach. It's just how I am. That's explain a little bit why I wasn't been in Chiang Mai yet. But for sure, for this year, probably I will come visit.
Yeah, it's very interesting that you say Da Nang is a big city because the feeling I have now is that there is construction everywhere. I heard that the city was very different many years ago. Can you tell me how was Da Nang maybe at the beginning of the 2000s? Like, when did you see the change starting to happen here?
For me personally, the change started around 2000. Yes, when the middle bridge was built to connect this side, the beach side of the city, to the center. Before that, for me, I live on this side. To get to the city center, often we have to take ferry. I like it a lot, but it takes time. You have to line up. Often it takes hours to get to the city center. So,
but wait, is this something that you do a few times per week?
Depends on if you want to go. Like my mom, she had a little shop at the time. She get to go buy her stocks. Then she had to go very often every week.
Wow.
Me, because I was a student, so I didn't do much, but I really enjoyed the experience going to the ferry. However, it stops in the city, started to build bridges. The first one I remember, they came, knocked on each of citizen doors to ask for donation to build the city bridge to connect two sides. This is named Han Bridge. So it's one of the first bridges, and from then we built more and more. The both sides got connected, and tourists started to come more as well. For the last 10 years, it rapidly grew from my perspective, I went to Australia. I come back every year, but every time it's different. New skyscraper, new services, bar cafes open up.
Yeah.
The last 10 years, if you have a chance to go along the beach road, everything was empty 10 years ago almost.
Wow.
Yeah. Like now you see how developed is it?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's all been developed in the last 10, 12 years.
This is so interesting. This is something I spoke on my channel a few times, that it's very hard to find a place to stay where you don't have construction happening around. So it's a constant complaint that I hear from people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I found this apartment. It's really nice, but there's a construction in front. So I know it's a temporary problem, right? But if someone stays like a short term, let's say for 1 or 2 months, it can be a problem. Because then they won't finish the building, whatever they're building in 2 months, right?
It's the cost of developing country. It's
100%.
called developing for a reason. We need new construction to finish, to make the city more welcoming, to provide more facilities for people here.
For people. Yeah. And that brings a question, because I was also curious to understand this change, this development. Do you feel it's more because the government is really trying to push Da Nang, develop the city, create a hub in the center of the country, or it's because the government also wants to bring more tourists, wants to make Vietnam a more touristic country, and of course develop Da Nang because it's in the center? Do you have like idea? What do you think?
I do know. We used to have a great leader. He's no longer here anymore, but his strategy for the city is growing into tourism size. It's been like that for years by now, and we all accepted it. We know that we have beautiful beaches, we have very welcoming culture, and why not grow it that way? Yeah, so it's how it is. Yeah, it's from the government. They direct the city that way, and that's how we're growing into Da Nang nowadays.
Yeah, and nowadays now we have this big influx of digital nomads and the foreigners.
Yeah,
it's a new thing. Can you pinpoint when you start seeing this happening?
Nomads since starting here, I think lately, tourism has been developed for 10 years in the city, started to grow, but nomad, especially, I think the last 5 years has been starting to be a name in the nomad map. Before that, I'm not sure because I wasn't here much.
Yeah.
But since I started to pay attention and become a nomad myself, I see more and more people coming.
Interesting. Yeah. And before these 5 years, would you say it was more Vietnamese people coming to Da Nang? They spend a few days?
Yeah, it's mostly domestic tourists. Like most of the our parent generation, but in Europe, because I've been there, I asked them. Most of them travel to Vietnam, but they don't know Da Nang. They know Hội An, they know the old capital Huế, but a lot of them don't know about Da Nang. Yeah, it's a new growth destination for a lot of tourists.
Yeah, I feel like this phenomenon is happening in many cities. Actually, it is happening. If you go to Portugal, in Lisbon, we have Medellin in Colombia, Belgrade in Serbia, Bansko. You were in Bansko, right? In Bulgaria. So the amount of people working remotely is increasing a lot. And this is giving them the possibility to choose where to live, which is amazing, right? To find a place that you feel like it's nice to spend some time. Definitely. So that is a feeling that almost every country, there is one city that is developing a lot for expats and nomads and just going there. And Vietnam, I think it's Da Nang.
Yeah, we're joining the game.
Yeah.
A bit late, but yeah.
And
very well.
How do you think that Vietnamese people sees this change, like this big amount of foreigners and digital nomads coming here? Do you see they see this in a positive way, negative? They're a bit neutral about it?
I would say, from my own experience, it's very positive. The tourists come bring better life quality for local. A lot of people I know nowadays can own a car, can have better house, more stable job thanks to the tourists. I don't really hear much of complaints about the growing because, we used to be a very poor country. The city, which is a small, about 500, 600,000 people, but now we grow, we get bigger, get more job opportunities, so more people come in here. In general, I think for most of the people, it's a very positive change.
Mm-hmm.
For me personally, I would love the city to still going, but a little bit slower. It's going a bit too fast for me.
Okay.
Even though I know I'm working in this industry, I attract more tourists, but I still wanted to grow a little bit slower, keep the charm alive. Like, for example, this house is one of a very few old house in the city. We rented this place because we want the owner to keep it. It's been built 35 years ago. In Vietnamese standard, it's a very old house because of the humid, because of the weather. Houses, they don't last very long here. So things like this, I want to keep it to make the city a little bit more Da Nang than just full of skyscraper.
Yeah.
And towns and around the beach, like Fishman Village. I would love to have them alive instead of replaced by big building. It's a little bit mixed feeling for me.
Yeah, I understand
Yeah.
you. Because actually, it's a good point. If you have a slow growth, you can grow but still
More
keep
sustainable.
you can keep very authentic still. And if it's too
Definitely.
fast,
It's
you
full
want
of-
to like accommodate the big demand that's coming, and then you kind of change a bit the vibe of the city. Yeah, and this is happening. Let's be honest. I arrived in Da Nang 3 months ago. Yeah, I can already feel that there are some parts of the city that they're kind of a bit gentrified, where you're gonna find more foreigners. The price of the rent is increasing. I have seen on Reddit people complaining because the rent is going high and the locals are being pushed out. Have you ever seen or heard a friend like complaining about that? Cost of living increasing because of the foreigners?
Me personally, lately we got back to the city. The struggle to find a place to live. And what surprised me the most was last year the same house I will look into is now increased about 5 million more. But I think it just also because of the Vietnam dong getting weaker. Yeah, it's also a part of it. But definitely everywhere else in the world, the price is changing, it's increasing because of inflation.
Yes.
So people earn more, so they afford more. So far, from my family side, I don't hear much of complaints about the cost of living, because people know their way around. Tourists stay in one area, and locals still can have their own services that they want. And a bowl of noodle for 25 to 30, which is $1, is not much.
Not much, yeah. But if you walk around here, you're gonna find noodles for 120, 130.
Yeah, it's a catering for foreigner. You want better sitting position, better temperature, you want AC, then you pay for that.
You pay for that,
and you're happy to pay for it. People happy to increase their service standard.
I found this such a complicated problem, and I was part of this problem 2 months ago because I saw a flat. I want to move right away. I was having some issues with my old apartment, and I just want to move. And I found this apartment. It was very nice. I was like, yes, I want this one. But the price was very high. I knew the price was much higher than Vietnamese standards. So when I told them that I liked the flat, I was like, hey, it's very good, but can we negotiate the price a bit? Because this is a higher price. And they're very persistent. They say, no, this is the minimum we can do.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, what should I do? Because I really want the place, but at the same time, I don't want to be on this position that I contribute to the gentrification, paying a very high rent, because if I pay this rent, for sure when I leave, the owner, he'll keep the same price, right?
Yeah.
He'll try to keep the same price because I paid. So I have this dilemma, and I try my best to reduce. They didn't want to reduce the price, so in the end, I took the apartment.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Same here. I just realized that maybe I need to work harder to afford what I need, but I understand your problem. You don't want to increase the price, so the next person have to pay for that unfair price. I'm not in the position that I think that I can fix it.
Yeah, it's a very complicated problem, trust me.
Yeah.
But what I would like to know from you is, do you feel the increasing of price is happening mostly on these neighborhoods where we are, like Sontra, Mian, or it's kind of spreading around the Nang, on the other side of the bridge, other neighborhoods that are more local?
No, definitely here is increased the most.
Okay.
In where my mom's still staying now, I would say it's very much fine. Price didn't increase much, but here in Antung and in the city center, prices are a little bit more up, and it's
More up.
targeting tourists. I would say, yeah.
It's very complicated, this issue with the money.
It's like 3-4 times more than how local often pay for it.
Oh my goodness. So slowly they're just getting pushed out. Don't you feel that?
Well, surprisingly local, like I have friends, I have my sister, cousin, they get online job, they get paid more, they still live around here as well.
Interesting. Yeah, because they don't
Young
get paid
people.
in Vietnamese dong. They make money in
they
US
make
dollars.
dollars,
and
so
euros.
it's well fine for them.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
But for the other people, do you feel that Vietnamese people, are they struggling to make ends meet, or they make enough to just have a normal life, or they're happy with the amount of money they make? Like, what would you say about the Nang specifically? Do you think they're living well, or?
So if you only stay in Vietnam, the purchasing power is pretty okay. Prices are relatively low. For example, a bowl of noodles for €1. You need 3 times a day, you only cost you €3. As long as you stay in Vietnam, what you earn, you can live very comfortable.
Oh, that's right. I'm very happy to hear that.
Yeah. I don't hear much people complain much about cost of living here. It's starting when you start to want to buy iPhone, you want to travel overseas.
Yes.
Then it's you have to really look into what you have.
Yeah.
But within the country, we are all good at the moment, because Da Nang is one of the 3 biggest cities of the country.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of work opportunity. You can earn decent amount, so no, it's not a problem.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is not the case in Brazil. Yeah. Brazilians are struggling a lot. And if you talk to many Brazilians, you're going to hear a common issue they talk about is how hard it is to make ends meet, because same stuff, inflation, like it gets really hard.
We have Kevin working here as a co-working manager. We pay him average amount, and he's now looking to buy a car. That's a very, for me, surprising stories, because cars here, you look into import tax, it's very high. It's higher, way higher than how you often can buy somewhere else, for example, in Europe. But he was considering doing that. So yeah, as long as you have a house, your life is pretty comfortable here, I would say.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's nice.
You don't see people that suffering too much here. But what I love to see as well, people happy, they doing life, and whatever service that you're doing, you will see Vietnamese using that as well.
Now this is a very interesting point, because I don't remember seeing a homeless person.
Not at all.
I haven't seen one.
No.
So you don't have it?
We have government support that. We have social circle support, people support each other as well. We're very beautiful story here. pagodas are always open and provide food for free.
This is very nice.
Yeah, we don't have homeless at all here.
And they
Very
provide the
proud of
meals
it.
and everything.
Yeah,
Vietnamese food, of course.
yeah, the best one.
How do you see your own food? I know you're from here. It's more like we love the food from our own country.
Yeah.
But now that you're exposed to cuisines from different countries here, do you feel like, sometimes I don't want to eat Vietnamese food, or you just love your own food and you eat very often?
I'm very much a foodie. Very much. I love looking for new places. For me, Vietnamese food is on top of my list. Of course, I love Thai food. Next to it, I love Italian. But if I have to choose one kitchen that I can live for the rest of my life, I would go for Vietnamese, of course. But occasionally, I go for international food.
I will say the same. I was in Thailand. I spent 1 month in Thailand. The food is good, but Vietnamese is much better.
Way fresher, I would say.
Yes,
Yeah.
more veggies.
We have the lowest obesity rates in the world for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But of course, I didn't find the Thai cuisine bad. It's really good.
Tasty. Yeah.
It's tasty, exactly. But in the long term, I felt like I need some veggies here. I need something more healthy. Just very fried. So here in Vietnam, I don't feel I have this problem. It's, you know how it is. It's very easy to find very healthy cooked meals instead of fried.
Yeah.
And also, it's very interesting that here in Vietnam, you guys have this culture of eating outside. Can you tell me more about this? Like, do many Vietnamese people cook at home, or they prefer to eat outside?
My mom, I grew up in a family where my mom go to the local market every day at 8 a.m. to get the freshest food and to cook for the day. And that's how I grew up with. But nowadays, because I have my own families, I'm busy with work, so I eat out most of the time. Surprisingly, it's cheaper to eat out than to cook for two people. In my case, it's because the availability, because of the busy life, a lot of people choose to eat out more than having to cook. That's it's a new normal here.
Yeah, I think this explains why there are so many restaurants, and I guess everybody still make money, because I walk around here, I see some neighborhoods, and you see like 3, 4, 5 restaurants very close to each other. And I always wondered, how do they survive? Competition is just like on the next door.
Yeah, well, it's a country of 100 million people. There's a lot of demand. Next to it, the tourists always try to get new food, to try new things. So I think most of them doing okay.
I think so.
Yeah, it's also the quantity game here. And I think that you notice most of the restaurant here, they serve one dish, one type of dish. And they focus on that. You can have 3 restaurants next to each other, but each of them serving different type of food.
That's okay.
That's how they can keep it very affordable and manageable for them.
Yeah. And tell me how Vietnamese people keep so fit. You have just food everywhere. The temptation is out there. And let's be honest, even if you eat a lot of healthy food, you can get some weight.
True.
But I don't see that here. It's very rare that I see a Vietnamese that it's like overweight, obese. I don't think it's even something we can consider. And of course, we can double check. But the last time I checked, Vietnam was the country with the lowest obesity rate in the world.
I think that's secret to it. People love exercise. If one day try to wake up at 5 a.m., go to the beach. You'll be surprised by the amount of people already been at the beach, active, doing some sort of exercise there. So most of the people I know, they're doing one form of exercise each. Next to it, we have great food. However, the food is very fresh, and most of them are very healthy. We eat a lot of salad. We often start our meal with a lot of soup that fill up half of your stomach already.
Yeah.
It's how it's go. And it's relatively hot most of the time here as well. So you don't overeat when it's very hot, no?
Can you tell me more about the soup? because like for Brazilians, we only drink soup when we are sick.
Okay.
It's our thing. And coming to Vietnam, it might be very interesting for a Brazilian to see that you guys eat soup very often.
Every day?
Every day, but do you eat for every meal or one specific meal, lunch?
Most of the meal come with a bowl of soup, and we have dishes that just soup. It's just culture, I think.
Even for breakfast?
Yeah, every single meal I would have a bowl of soup.
That's
It's just
so interesting.
I started with soup in every single meal. That's it.
Wow.
Yeah.
You see, we in Brazil, we need to learn that. We need to think that soup is very healthy, but not just to cure us, because we're like, okay, I'm sick. Now I'm gonna have a soup.
No, we have so many different type of tasty soup that you can take, and yeah, I'm glad that we keep it going, and yeah, we'll be healthier by doing that.
Yeah, the results speak for themselves, I guess. People are very healthy. I really like that. Yeah, and it's true. I went to the beach a couple of times around 6 in the morning, and my first week in Da Nang, I was in shock. I was like, what is happening here?
Yeah.
It was 6:15 in the morning, and it was completely packed.
Yeah.
People doing yoga, people jogging, they do like the exercise. If you walk to the beach around 6 p.m., that's a bit later, of course, they have these sound speakers and they do this whole dancing thing. So it's I can feel it. It's a very healthy society.
Yeah, people encouraging each other to do more exercise. Well, like my mom, for example, say always like, yeah, you should do more exercise. Don't forget it. And it's a little pressure from people like her. People keep on moving.
I think that's what makes them happy, no?
Yeah, definitely. Like the more you move, the happier you are.
Yeah, this is one of the questions I have, because when I watch Vietnamese people, for me they look so peaceful, so calm. I always found amazing because they are driving. You can hear some of them are honking, right? And for us in Brazil, we honk the car if it's something very serious. We just don't honk out of nowhere. It's like if something's happening, someone's getting too close, then we use it. And here it's a bit different. I think they use it to say hi, or I'm here, like
literally, yeah.
Pay attention.
More, because we have more motorbikes in the street than any other country, so it can be chaotic at times, and it's flexible. The motorbike you can certainly turn, so that just people honking just to say hello. I'm here. Please make sure that you don't turn right in front of me.
Yeah, and I see on their faces, they always look so calm. They just avoid you, but I don't see them angry. It's very hard for me to picture a Vietnamese person angry. Still, I didn't have this experience. Of course, it can happen, right?
Of course, yeah. But in general, yeah, people are happy and very chill here. In particular, this city. We are in Vietnam. We're very famous. Like people come visit Da Nang for that reason, because people here are extremely friendly. We're happy to help other. We don't take things too serious. Part of it because we're in a good city where you can earn proper income. You're happy with your life. I think
that's amazing. I feel that even walking around the streets, people say hi. How are you?
Culture,
It's very like refreshing to live in a city with this type of vibe. I was wondering if this way of living Da Nang is somehow connected with Buddhism. Do you think there is some connection? Do you feel a lot of Vietnamese people, they follow the Buddhism, or they just say, because when I was doing my research, they say that half of the country, they declare themselves as Buddhists, but it's not every Vietnamese that are really following its practice.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
That's probably true. So most of the people I know, they've been to pagoda a few times in their life, for sure. For example, first day of Lunar New Year, if you happen to be here, you see all the pagoda filled with people. And a lot of people have a little practice with Buddhism. Like every lunar month, twice a month in the beginning and in the middle of the month, you see a lot of people eat vegetarian a lot. All the restaurants are filled, and Yeah, 50% the number probably correct, that a lot of people consider themselves as Buddhist.
As Buddhist.
Yeah.
That's very good.
Yeah, it's a lot of them going to the pagoda often. Yeah.
So changing the subject a bit, do you feel that Vietnamese people travel a lot inside of Vietnam and also Southeast Asia and other continents?
Yes, inside domestic travelings and Southeast Asia, yes, because it's possible. We don't need to get visa. We just pack and go. It's happened more and more nowadays. But our passport is relatively weak. We so far only can visit about 25 countries freely. Other country we have to apply for visa. So also because of the currency, the Vietnam dong is very weak. If you want to travel outside the country, you have to do exchange, and often it costs a lot. So, but nowadays, more and more people travel.
And these 25 countries, are they mostly in Asia or?
It can be everywhere. Suriname, I remember it's some in South America. It depends on the relationship between two countries.
Suriname?
Yeah.
You can go to Suriname?
For free. Yeah.
That's very interesting.
Guatemala, some in America.
I'm trying to picture the connection with Suriname because Suriname is a Dutch colony.
Yeah. Very fun, but it's in the list. I was surprised by that last time.
Brazil?
I think so.
Yeah?
I think so, yeah.
Because we need to apply.
Yeah, everybody, all the countries have to apply for a visa to Vietnam.
Okay. I thought some countries, they don't need to.
There's some exception that they can get 30 to 45 days. But majority still have to apply for visa. Yeah.
I'm really hoping that the government will create some type of digital nomad visa very soon, like the Thai DTV.
That could be very useful. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be very good for us. So we don't need to do the visa runs every 3 months. Yeah. For those who doesn't know, if you come here to Vietnam, people usually come as a tourist. You can stay for 3 months. And before the 90 days expires, you need to leave the country. So it's a very common practice here that they go to another country like Laos, or they fly to Thailand. They spend a couple of days there, and then they apply for a new visa and enter Vietnam again. And then you just keep repeating this cycle.
That's correct.
Very good. Let me see if I have something that I forgot, because this conversation has been very, very good so far. I want to ask you, because now it's the rainy season, and I have a lot of people ask me if I'm okay, if everything is good, because they are watching the news and they're seeing what's happening here with the flooding.
Yeah.
It's flooding a lot. And is this something that happens every year, or only this time is an exception? Can you tell me more about this?
Yeah, flood this year is very severe. It's the highest in history, they said. From my own experience, it doesn't happen every year. It's a few 4 or 5 years. But it's happened in Hoi An, the city next door, not here. We are next to the sea, so very low chance that we get flood here. Only in other towns. For example, Hoi An, I think the last big flood was 5 years ago. Huế, every 7-10 years, a big flood. But no, it's not happened every year.
Okay, so it's not common. Also, this amount of rain, because it's raining non-stop for insane. 8 days.
Yeah.
This is not normal.
Rainy season here, rain can just happening for weeks in a row. That's what common.
Okay, so this is common.
Sometimes you have days like this. It's starting with full sunshine for half of the day, and then it starts to rain again. That's very common. But like days in a row, like last week, it was very extreme.
So for people who are planning just to visit Da Nang and spend like 2 months, let's say, when would you say is the best time to come here and visit?
Definitely, we have a good season, which is spring, from January until May is the best time I would recommend. Of course, a lot of people know that, so the city often very busy around that time. So it's up to you to choose if you want to have the best weather, you have to accept that more people want the same thing as you. If you're lucky, I would say November, end of November to December, it can be still very nice. It's less sunny, but less people.
Less people.
Yeah,
okay.
the temperature is still comfortable. Here in summer, it can get very hot to 37, 38 degrees. For a lot of people, it's nice, but for a lot other, that this can be too much. So it's up to what you prefer.
Okay, and during the rainy season, tell me how cold it can get.
It's not cold during the rainy days. It's only get colder in around January. It's winter time. So here you can feel it's not cold at all.
Yeah, I don't feel cold at all.
End of the year, often after Christmas, it's get a little bit colder. It depends on your mode of transport. If you travel by car, you don't need to worry at all. It's not going to be very cold. If you're on a motorbike, it's a different stories. You get a wind, and we're next to the sea, so it's a little bit of salt air. It make it feel colder, as a lot of people say. So you need a light jacket, and you're fine.
But when you say cold, very cold, how many degrees are we talking
20,
about?
15.
20.
Yeah, it's very low, then it's 15. But then it's at night or early morning.
Yeah.
During the day, it's 20, but 20 here, it can feel different than 20 in Brazil. I don't know. Yeah.
Brazil is a bit lower in the equator, so
but even if you have temperature and you have feel like temperature.
Yes.
So when it's 15 here, often the app would say it's feel like 11. Because it's a little bit different type of cold, and if you're not used to it, you might feel colder.
And this is more January, you say? January, February?
Only January. February, it's getting already better.
Okay, only see. So if you plan to come here around January, February, bring your light jackets.
That's all you need. Yeah, very easy.
Nice. Yeah. Change the subject a bit once more. What can you tell me about safety here? Because I feel super safe. I didn't hear any story of anyone having some issues related to someone trying to rob them or some violent crime. I feel like here it's so peaceful and safe. I don't feel concerned to walk around. Also, I spoke to some solo travelers, female solo travelers, and they told me the same. They feel safe to walk around here anytime. Can you tell me more about safety here?
So for a lot of friends at solo travel, female solo travel, I often tell them, you don't have to worry. If you have concern about safety, just come to Vietnam. It's very, very safe here. And the local, of course, I get exposed to more news. I know crimes happens here and there, but it's not much. And I can feel very easy, get out my house in the middle of the night, go anywhere I want and come back. It's also a part of the strategy of the city. They want to attract more tourists, so they have to keep the criminal rates very low. So police here are well trained and work really hard to make sure that the city is safe.
Do you think they work a lot?
Very much.
Yeah.
So I think a month ago or a little bit more, there was somebody trying to break into a jewelry 2 days ago, or not even 2 days. He got caught right in his apartment. He's American.
Yes, I saw the story actually.
And,
yes.
None of the, for example, bank or jewelry thief can escape ever in Vietnam. The maximum 72 hours they get caught. It's our police is excellent. Like I don't even know how they even managed to do it. Like a group of thieves, they just have very well planned, go into the bank. After that, they go different direction. 72 days, all got caught. So yeah, especially in Da Nang, you don't have to worry at all. Of course, it's happened. For example, if you by yourself in the middle of the night, if you're on the phone, don't listen to what happened in the route, things can happen. It's happened here as well, but a few days later, police
they caught him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's very good to know, because Brazil, we have a very big issue with safety. It's well known worldwide. So it's common for Brazilians to be very concerned when they go to another country to understand if this country has a similar issue or not. But that's not the case here.
No, especially in Da Nang, I can tell. Other country, for example, Ho Chi Minh or Hanoi, thing can happen more often. You get a pickpocketer that gets your phone. My sister lost her phone in Hanoi. It's happened.
Mm-hmm.
You always have to be a little bit mindfulness about it, of course.
And also the guys, mostly the guys, because in Hanoi they have a scam that's quite famous, where maybe you heard about it, that some girls, they'll be using Tinder and match with these guys and tell them to go to a specific restaurant or place, and then they have a second menu and they put them to pay. It's always very overpriced meals. It happened to a Colombian guy I met in my hostel.
Sad to hear that.
Yeah, he went to a date with this girl and she ordered 2 meals and each one was 500,000. So the bill was 1 million, and he just paid. Of course, this is not a crime, a violent crime, but it's just like a scam that people should be aware of. Yeah, I also told people in my channel to use Grab, because there was some situations with some taxi drivers. They're like calling people to use the service. They'll say, hey, you can go cheaper with me, but then they give the wrong change or they charge more at the end. So always use Grab when you're in Vietnam. It's a very good app.
That's the best way of traveling. Yeah, I would say so. It's happened. Grab, it's very, very good service.
It's good, yeah.
You not only can find your taxi, you can find motorbike, grocery, whatever you need. They can deliver it to your door as well.
So with all these changes, you say that Vietnam wants to bring more tourists, but do you feel they want to bring more tourists from other parts of the country or international tourists?
Both. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We welcome everybody to the city, of course. Lately, what I've heard that they work more with, for example, Indian market, Korean market. It's the city way of get more people to visit the place. Yeah.
It's good for people to know that they are welcome when they come here.
Everybody welcome. Yeah. You don't find discriminated here at all. People are friendly, welcoming, and I'm sure if you come here, you have a good time.
Nice.
Yeah.
Tell me, how do you see Da Nang in the next 5 years?
5 years. I've been away for 5 months. I come back to see a lot of construction sites popping up everywhere. So in 5 years, I guess we will have more high building, more tourists. Yeah, it's getting more popular, I would say. Mm-hmm. But also the cities expand quite a lot as well, to the west side, to the south. So I think we have plenty of space for everybody.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, that's very good. Do you have something specific to say to the audience here? Something that they really need to know about Vietnam, or just come here with open arms and a good heart and learn about your culture?
To Brazilian, I would love to meet more of you here. Zuka is a good example. You bring very good energy.
Thank you.
Travel to Vietnam with an open mind, I would suggest, because we're still a developing country. We still have a lot of improvement point to work on. But in general, the people here is friendly. Culture is very fascinating. A lot of good food, good nature. You can find a lot of fun activities. So I think relatively a good destination if you consider travel far.
Yeah, actually, we need more Brazilians. You say that I'm the first one here in this co-working space.
Yeah, we don't really meet a lot of Brazilian here. I understand it's very far. I guess there are not many Vietnamese in Brazil as well. Yeah, we like two opposite sides of the world.
True, I don't remember meeting a Vietnamese in Brazil.
No. Yeah, hopefully, we get closer, more fly open up and we can travel in between Asia.
Yeah, and I have one more question. Now that you're talking about the co-working, of course, we're using your co-working here for this interview. I work in a co-working space. It's my favorite way of working when I'm traveling. Some people, they like to go to restaurants, they like to go to cafes. Trust me, I really tried, but I can't. I cannot concentrate, so I prefer to have a co-working space. And here with Tiffany, that's where I do my work. It's a very nice space. I'm going to put the link of the place in the description so you guys can check it out. So when you come to Da Nang, you can see her space. And then there is a community that Tiffany is building here, which is very interesting, it's very international. But we need more Brazilians, right? I'm the first Brazilian joining this co-working space.
Yeah, you feel very lonely on our international map, right? You need more.
Yeah, the map of South America, there is only one picture there, only one guy.
Yeah.
We need more Brazilians here. So
hopefully,
please.
yeah, a bit more Brazilian come in and visit would be great. Yeah, I love the energy of people there for sure. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, thanks a lot for explaining, giving all this information. I think people will be very happy to know more about Vietnam. It's a country that it's on the radar of a lot of people. People constantly check information about Da Nang. So will be very useful. So just to close, então, pessoal, essa foi a conversa com a Tiffany. Espero que tenha ficado bem claro muitas coisas que a gente conversou sobre o Vietnã. Se você tem alguma dúvida, alguma coisa que você queira saber específica, pode colocar aí nos comentários que a gente pode estar sempre discutindo e possivelmente até fazer outro vídeo sobre esse assunto. E até mais, vejo vocês no próximo vídeo. Thank you.
Thank you very much.